Purple Reverie was a transmedia campaign for Doloris in Tilburg, which could be followed online from May 14th until the 5th of June 2020. The campaign told the story of Jake. At first, he seems like a normal student, until he accidentally flips his grandfather's magical coin at a party. When he flips the coin, Erin the gatekeeper appears. She then takes him to Doloris' world. From now on, his whole world turns upside down. Now that he will enter Doloris' world, he has to find Doloris and learn more about himself. The campaign Purple Reverie started on the main platform Instagram. On this Instagram page, the first days of the campaign, only a countdown was posted to create excitement for the users. This countdown eventually led to the announcement of the first podcast on SoundCloud. This podcast told the story of the main character Jake and his experiences in the maze. Different voice actors and sounds were used to really take the listener to Doloris' world. The story of Jake in the maze is told in 3 podcasts. Each podcast took the listener a little further with Jake into the maze, and they could experience the world through sound.
Leto and Jake try to move to the light in the distance, but the darkness keeps haunting them. Jake stops running faster and faster through the corridors of the labyrinth. Suddenly, Jake stops moving.
What's going on? Why can't I move?
The Instagram served as an addition to the podcast, as several visuals and extra storylines of Doloris' world were shown. On Instagram, Jake's point of view was shared. During the campaign, he shared his experiences in Doloris' world and his thoughts. After listening to the podcast, when people were curious about what everything would look like, they could go to the Instagram page. On this page, Jake was shown and the users could see different visuals of Doloris' world. The Instagram served as an extra insight into the story worlds. For those users who were extra interested in the story, the Facebook page of Erin the Gatekeeper was created. This rabbit hole was harder to find and meant for people who wanted to learn more about the character Erin and her experiences in Doloris' world. On this page, she shared blogs about her life. These posts were about, for example, her first introduction to Doloris and Leto, her special gifts, and her view on Jake's experience. People could come here via Facebook, the Instagram page, and the website. A website was also created for the Purple Reverie campaign. This was an extra page on the website of the client, Doloris. This page served as both an entry point and an extra storyline. People who weren't familiar with the campaign could visit all the socials on this website and discover the story world behind Doloris' world. But for the people who were already following the campaign, the website served as an extra addition to the storyline, because the website also featured a letter from Jake's grandfather named Arthur. In this letter, the user could find out more about Grandpa Arthur, the coin he gave to Jake, and his experiences in Doloris' world. The campaign ended with a picture of Jake and Leto. Leto was a little purple light who was Jake's companion during his adventure in the maze. At the end of the campaign, Jake got to know himself in the maze and eventually became a gatekeeper. Together with Leto, he walks into a new future. With this, the Purple Reverie campaign had an open ending. In this way, the users who followed the campaign could be very curious about what else will be waiting for Jake in Doloris' world.
I want to show you something. It's out of this world.